Bear with me in the light behind me. I just wanted to show you something really, really cool that I'm working on. And before I forget it, I wanted to make sure I record this video for you. Anyway, most important is to pay attention to this big screen here and see what I'm doing. So I've been using Relay.app for a while, big fan, and I wanted to test their new AI agents. And so I created a personal assistant for email follow-ups. Now, I am not the best person when it comes to like email follow-ups. Like I meet people at events, I meet people at like lectures that I give, at workshops, at like running events and all kinds of places. And then I send them stuff. And then I let a week, 2 weeks pass, and I didn't really have a proper reminder for myself. There are ways to do that in Gmail with like snoozing and so on, but I wanted to be a little bit more sophisticated. So what I wanted to do is I'd only have it remind me to follow up when the person hasn't responded within a certain amount of time. So I went into relay.app and then just go into their AI agents and choose personal assistant, and you'll be able to follow me easily, trust me. And then I choose personal assistant follow ups. And I said, hey, when I've sent out an email that contains any kind of proposal, request for teaching, a follow up from an event, or project interest, or anything that could point towards a lead, go ahead and draft a short follow up email in my drafts folder, right? And so it went ahead and created this flow for me, and I was like, I actually don't want it to check immediately. I only wanted to check that when at least 2 days have passed without the other person's response. So I'm saying here, hey, make sure that the email only gets drafted when my last response to email sent has been more than 2 days ago and there hasn't been any responses from the recipient yet, right? So you can see on the right hand side, the trigger is an email sent, any email sent, right? And then it classifies the email, right? So it came up with the prompt. I didn't have to do anything here, which is great. And the prompt is pretty okay. I'm fine with that. I used Gemini 2.5 Flashlight. It started off with OpenAI, but for classification things, I've seen the Gemini works pretty well. And I left the output field here as is, and I click on done. And then you can see it waits for 2 days, right? It classifies it and it checks for replies in a thread, right? And if there is, let's say there is a reply, right? Then I'm going to say end run. But if there is no reply, then I wanted to like create this follow up draft, right? So I said, hey, send as, reply to send on all recipients, and the body should be the email, the follow up email, right? So you just choose at, and then you choose the follow up email, right? So this is pretty much the whole thing. I have ran the test. It worked pretty great. I cannot, unfortunately, show you the exact details because it does contain some client details, as you can see here. But give it a try. It's amazing. It's what AI agents can do. Trust me, I think it took me less than 5 minutes to set this up. So if I can do this, you can do this too.